Building fire, headquarters, North Massapequa Fire Department, 1000 North Broadway, cross streets of North Park Drive and North Albany Avenue. 236699.
600.
6600.
Multiple explosions coming from 661. Unable to get any rigs out except for 667. Automatically go to a third alarm.
23.
All standby crews to go to station 2.
236699.
All right, how are we all doing, everyone? I guess I'm a little bit delayed. I was watching the wrong feed there. So again, a little bit rusty tonight for some reason, but we're getting there. So welcome to Scanner School, and this is where we teach you everything you know about the scanner radio hobby. So this is 1 hour of our monthly live Q&A sessions where I am here to answer your questions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap over to the chat box, and hopefully everybody can hear me. Give me a thumbs up or something if you can hear me. Everybody over in our Patreon group, if you are a Patreon member and you're at the $5 a month or the extra credit level, you can also join us over on Zoom. This way you get us without any kind of YouTube delay or Facebook delay or Periscope delay, or I should be if things are working right, which is what I was doing when you guys caught me staring at the screen, was checking out Instagram too. We are also live on Instagram, so I think we got all our bases covered here. So what you're going to want to do is if you want to leave me a question, you could do so by clicking in the chat box on Facebook. Not sure how it works on Instagram, to be honest with you. Periscope or Twitter, again, just leave a comment in the box. And also, if you guys are on Zoom, the chat box is the best way to get me because I have you guys muted so I don't get any feedback from my speakers. So let's look at the chats really quick here. We've got Philip is coming in from Aberdeen, Washington. Got Dave coming in, and also John is coming in from New Jersey. So good to have you guys on here again. And also, let's see. Invite you on. Nope, we'll show that later on, I guess. So it's like every time I go to use this, they drop a new feature on here. So again, this is all about your questions. So if you've got any questions that you may have for me or anything else, just go ahead and leave it in the chat as well. And also, let's take a quick look over here on Zoom and see who we've got. I can't bring up the meeting. Very good. So it looks like it wants to bring here. Let's see. That's not it. That's not it. I'll find it. I can't bring up my Zoom meeting and see who's over there. But, oh, there we go. That's why I can't see it. So I click on this. So, nope. Pop out. There we go. Chris, Les, and Evan. There you go. All right. That's what happens when I move things around too many times. So, again, let you guys know what's going on here. So, we got a Q&A session in the podcast today, which is all about, again, asking and answering questions. And we had a really good session because I happen to have 4 people who used our SpeakPipe or our local number to leave me a question. And, of course, that was what we had a couple of questions that came in that way. And, of course, we did have one tutoring session winner as well. Les, you had your question there as well. And we'll if we don't have any more questions coming in from here, we'll definitely make sure we get that answer for you again today on this live Q&A session. So I do have, let's see, more check-ins coming here. Dave Smith saying hello from Boston. Phil from Wisconsin has a rare Tuesday off from work. Very good. Looks like Facebooks are coming in. Sometimes they're coming with a name. Sometimes they're coming as a user. So I'm not sure what that is. But Philip is asking, are there going to be any new scanners in the future? So, of course, there's going to be new scanners in the future. I mean, this is a market where things evolve. But do I know what they're going to be? No, I haven't seen anything yet. So, I had seen some things on Radio Reference from Joe Bearcat. In fact, I want to write that down. as a trigger for myself. Um, he was asking about if anybody had any need or any thoughts about a non-trunking digital scanner. So that brought on basically a whole Q&A type of thing in the forums about, well, do you need to have a digital scanner that's non-trunking? Or, my suggestion was, well, maybe there's something that goes in the middle, that still does Motorola Type 2 and eDAX and LTR that sits in the middle. But, of course, now my local eDAX system here went the way of the Dodo, so it just leaves the Motorola system that's going to get sunset. So does that mean that we need to have anything that's going to support those either? And then that brought up a whole discussion about there being a modular type of scanner. Like, you know how you have commercial radios and they will sell you the baseline radio. And then they say, well, if you want this module, you license that module. If you want this module, you license that module. So could you imagine buying a scanner that's just basically an analog only unit, and then you have to buy the trunking module, and then the P25 module, and then the NXDN module, and the DMR module, and the Pro Voice module, if that's still used. I mean, think about it. I mean, that could be a way for everybody to afford something like an SDS 200, but you only upgrade into that price point if you need it, right? So that would be something that'd be really cool. I know a while back Google was playing around with the idea of having a cell phone that did something like that. Like it was a modular thing, right? So you can add a different camera or a different screen or a different speaker or something like that, and it would allow you to kind of upgrade and move things around in the hardware. But yeah, so it's interesting to think that maybe that's the way it will come. But to be honest with you, I kind of think that the way things are going right now, they're going to be going the ways of AirSpies or RTL dongles. I got more here. And in fact, in this box here, I got another RTL toy that just showed up, or an SDR toy that just showed up, and some assembly required on this one. This will actually be shown on my advanced SDR course. You can go to courses.scannerschool.com and take a look and see what's going to be in there. So yeah, we've got some toys on deck, but I think a lot of stuff is going to come down to what you can wrap an SDR around, like a Raspberry Pi with a touch screen and a built-in speaker and something like that. May just be the wave of the future. Let's see. Dave is asking or saying, I'm still waiting on a show on optimizing EasyScan. I know, and you know what, Dave? It's one of these things that EasyScan is nothing more than a name. I don't find anything easy about setting up EasyScan. Maybe that, I haven't spent as much time in there as I have on some other pieces of software, but to me, it is a bear to try and use, and yeah, it's definitely on my to-do list right now. I'm spending a lot of time invested in putting the course together. So I actually recorded and released a module this past weekend, and schedule is going to allow me to record some modules Friday and Saturday. So I'm looking forward to getting those done. Let's see. We've got Carmen is screen just moved on me. Kevin says YouTube's not working. Well, that explains why everybody is in here from Facebook. Let's see. Why is YouTube not working? All right, let's take a look and see what happened. I know why it's not working. I did this 2 weeks ago too. All right, we're going to come back over to here. Let me change this over here. All right, give me 1 second, guys. This is why it's not working. Every month I have to change the YouTube channel, and I didn't do it. Let's see, event, live Q&A, save.